Today, I'm finally revealing the 10 best jump shots in the game. Whether you're a 5'7" guard or a 7'3" center, there will be a jump shot for you in this video. These jump shots have helped me win events, win big games, and even go on a 126 game win streak in the park. A lot of people gatekeep the best jump shots, but today I'm giving y'all the keys. So sub up because I'm about to save y'all today. First, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Underdog Fantasy. It's so simple. First, you pick a sport, then you pick the players, then you pick whether you think they'll go higher or lower on their numbers for that day. The more picks you get right, the more money you make. The NBA playoffs are starting right now, and there's no better time to get on Underdog Fantasy. If you guys do make some picks, I'm interested to see what you guys are picking. I might even have to copy some of your picks, so tweet them at me at YT_solo. I'll be sure to check them out. If you guys do use my code, I will follow you back on Twitter, and they also have a bunch of drafts. So if you want to jump in some drafts for the NBA playoffs or NFL or whatever you guys are into, and if you use code SOLO, you'll also get a half a point special like this Anthony Edwards one. You'll also get a deposit bonus of up to $100. Remember, you have to use code SOLO and be sure to play responsibly. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with a review. Now today I'm gonna be putting you on to the best jump shots and also giving you guys the best settings and shooting tips all in one video. And again, like I said, whether you're a 6'1" guard, whether you're a 6'8" center, maybe you just got a low 3 or a high 3, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show y'all so many jump shots that one of them will work for you. But before I do that, let me show y'all my controller settings because a lot of people question this type of stuff. They say, Solo, should I have my jump shot meter on? What should my shot time and visual cue be? So I'm gonna explain all of that real quickly. So we go vibration on, shot timing. I do shots and layups. You could do just shots. That's what not a lot of people do, but some people do shots only. They don't want to time their layups, but the layup meter is actually pretty glitchy, so I recommend you learn that. Free throw timing, user timing, and then this is the big one right here, shot timing, visual cue. I use push. And if you guys remember the old 2Ks, they had very early, late, and very late. Now jump is going to be like having it on very early. That means you have to release it very fast. You know what I'm saying? You're barely holding the X or the square button. Set point is like having it on early, so you're holding a little bit longer. And then push is the one that I use. It's the perfect time. Like if you want to release the ball when it hits the top of your head, that's what a lot of people do. They just wait till the the jump shot is at the top of their head. Push is the perfect one for that. Like if you're putting it on a jump, you got to release like pretty much right when your player jumps off the ground. It's really quick, it's hard to time. Push is the perfect one. And then if you want to do release, that's going to be like very late. I don't really recommend that. I go with push. Maybe you guys can also try set point. This is crucial. If you're brand new to 2K, you probably are going to want your jump shot meter on just to get the hang of things, see how fast it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But once you play a few games, turn off your jump shot meter. All of the best players in the world, the 2K League players, the stage players, all of these guys, even me, we have our jump shot meter off because Mike Wang, the head gameplay developer for 2K, he gives us a boost for playing with our jump shot meter off because it is harder. No, I'm not making this up. Turn off your jump shot meter. You'll start seeing better results immediately. You can green a lot crazier shots with your meter off. Now, the rest of these don't really matter, so I'll scroll down so you guys can copy them down. Some of these are just for like your stamina meter, your turbo meter, stuff like that. Let me just scroll all the way to the bottom here because I know some people want my exact settings. There they are. Now, as you guys can see, I am on next gen. A lot of people get confused. They're like, Solo, how do I get to the city? My game looks nothing like that. I'm on a boat. That's because you still have the old Xbox or the old PlayStation. You never got the new one. There's actually two games. A lot of people are confused. They actually don't know that there's two different 2Ks. I'm on the newer one, and that's okay because all of the tips I'm going to give you all today help. They still, factor in for the old game as well. And what I'm about to show y'all is your hot zones. And I don't know if this is on current gen, but hot zones are still important whether you're whatever game you're on. You know what I'm saying? Hot zones matter. So what you want to do is you want to go to the My Career tab, okay? Then go to stats, go to roster, push your right stick down. You know what I'm saying? Push it in. And then it's going to pull this up. Go over to your hot zones. Bang. You can see them. You obviously don't want cold zones. That would be bad. You're going to shoot worse from those zones. And so how to get hot zones is basically you just want to shoot good from each of these zones. It is just that simple. And there are a few ways that you can do this. Now, one of them is by going to the Sunset Park. Y'all might have heard of this before. You guys can go here versus AIs. I think you could play like a 5-7 dude and you can just keep shooting over him. It's on like the easiest difficulty, so you can get your hot zones easily in the Sunset Park all the way at the top of the city. And the next thing that you need to do is you need to go to this building right here. This is the cheat code, the Art of Shooting Gym. Now, once you guys are here, you just want to walk up to the building and go inside. This is how you can turn your hot zones, which is already good, into purple zones, lethal zones. So if you press like one of the buttons, I don't know, like the select button, I don't know what you call it, you can see your hot zones right here. But after I do this drill, you just walk up to this guy with the yellow thing on his head, you will turn them to lethal zones. That's something that 2K has never had until this year. So I'm gonna put mine at like top of the key and then left hash or whatever, and then we're gonna press advance to start our drills. And as you guys can see, you have to make 10, well, you don't have to make all 10, but you get 10 shots from all of, that's awkward, but you get 10 shots from all of the zones. Now, if you already have your hot zone and you picked that zone, you need to make 8 of the shots. So I did miss that first one, that was kind of weird, but I just made the next 7. I have 2 remaining. So if I make this shot right here, which I did, you guys can see at the top, zone boosted. So when I finish this drill, this hash will now be purple. Same thing from right here. You just got to make 8 out of the 10. And if you're shooting and you don't have your hot zone from whatever zone you picked, I think you only need to make like 5 or 6 and it'll turn to a red zone. Like if I pick this middle zone right here where there's no hot zone, it will turn to a hot zone after I do the drill. Okay, so the drills are now done and you guys will see up top, they have now turned purple. And if I click continue, give it a second, I want to show y'all on the court. Hold on, you could skip this cutscene and then click the little select button and bang. Now they are purple, and I don't know why it's putting me all the way over here. Oh my God, what is going on? But now they're purple and you're really not gonna miss from these zones. Also, these drills do reset like twice a week. I think it's like Mondays you got to redo them, and then maybe Thursday, I don't know, it's twice a week. So make sure that you're always checking that you have your purple zones. The next quick and easy tip that I have for you before we get into the jump shots is an important one. Go over to progression. This works for current gen as well. If you still have the old Xbox or whatever, go to get boost. You guys can see I do have some unlimited boost. I have unlimited Gatorade as well, but I don't have the unlimited jump shot. I have 46 games though. I don't play a singular game without jump shot boost. It's right here for 10 games. It's going to be 1500 VC, which kind of seems like a lot at first, but it's really not that much, because with these you really shouldn't miss. Now if you're new to 2K, yeah, it's going to be a little harder, but once you've been playing 2K for some time with the jump shot boost, you're not going to miss as much. All the best players, the 2K League players, the stage players, me, everybody that's been playing 2K for a while knows you have to buy these jump shot boosts or you're just going to be at a disadvantage. The other boosts help as well, but they're not as noticeable. Like jump shot boost is the main one. You'll be playing games and if you start bricking, you'll notice like, oh, I just ran out of jump shot boost, I gotta go buy them. And the last thing I want to say before we get into the jump shots is kind of an important one, and this is gonna have to do with pretty much your controller, your monitor, your internet. All of these things matter. Now if you're playing on a massive 70-inch TV, that's gonna put you at a disadvantage because it's bigger. Everyone knows it's harder to play on big TVs. It's also better if you have a monitor with a faster response time. If you get like a 1 millisecond response time or something like that, that's gonna be better. So if you're like a little kid or whatever, you know what I'm saying, maybe you got your birthday coming up, Christmas, whatever, maybe ask for a monitor. You can get it for like $100-$200, so it's nothing too cheap, but you know what I'm saying, it's a TV screen essentially, it's just a monitor. But also controllers, there are wired controllers. I recommend y'all play wired because you're gonna get better latency with these controllers. You're gonna shoot better, you're not gonna spike as much, you're not gonna lag as much with wired controllers. You can even get them for cheap. Like I think a regular controller by like Xbox or PlayStation is like $60, I think, maybe, I don't know, around there. You can get these wired controllers for like $30. One of them I used to buy, it was like called Power A. I don't know, there's a bunch of different brands. I recommend just playing with a wired controller. And then same thing with your internet. Wired, if you have an Ethernet cable, which basically goes straight from your router into the back of your Xbox or PlayStation, you're gonna get better latency, better internet. But obviously everybody can't do that because maybe your router's really far away. But instead of playing on Wi-Fi, if you have an Ethernet cable going straight from your router into your console, that is gonna help as well. It's now time for the part of the video that a lot of you guys clicked on it for. I'm putting you on to the best jump shots again. Maybe this first jump shot you can't get because maybe you're taller. You know what I'm saying? There's height restrictions on certain jump shots. You need a certain 3-point for certain jump shots, but I'm gonna put y'all on to a jump shot for all of y'all. So if you got a low 3-pointer, maybe you're just 7'1" and so you can't get a 6'1" jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all a bunch of jump shots. All I gotta say is sub up because I'm about to save a lot of y'all. I'm putting y'all on. I'm literally, these are the jump shots that the 2K League players use, the stage players use, that that I use to dominate with. So all I'm saying, sub up, drop a like, turn on noties. Here we go. Now this first jumper that I'm about to show y'all is the best jump shot in the game. This is Patty Mills. Now the thing about Patty Mills is there are some restrictions for this jump shot. You have to be a starter 3 rep. Now I put this jumper in every jump shot video and people will still comment solo Patty Mills is not there because you gotta be a starter 3. Y'all gotta listen up. You gotta be a starter 3 rep, but once you are a starter 3 rep, this jump shot right here is the best in the game because it's that fast. You just shoot over everybody. This is the jumper that all of the small guards in the game use. Trust me, Patty Mills, you need an 84-3 or midi, and you gotta be under 6'5". So I'm gonna start off with some shorter build jumpers, and for the releases here, I'm just gonna go with, where is it? For the first release, we're gonna go with Oscar Robertson. And for the second release, we're also gonna go with Oscar Robertson. Full release speed, and the blending doesn't matter because it's both Robertson. So this is what it looks like. You need an 87 midi or 3-pointer once you add in these releases. Trust me, if you're a 6'4" guard, maybe you're 6'1", 6'2", whatever, you got a high 3 and you're starter 3, Patty Mills, put it on. You'll never change your jump shot again. And also at first, it might be a little tough to time because it's pretty fast, but trust me, once you get the hang of it, you're never taking it off. You're using this for the rest of the year. Also, I might as well add, this jump shot right here is a jump shot that is like breaking the comp scene. It's breaking pro-am. People complain about it a lot. It might be banned from the 2K League. I don't even know, bro. There's just a lot of complaining going on with this jump shot because of how overpowered it is. Now, this next jump shot is going to be for those of you that have a short build. You know what I'm saying? You're under 6'5" and you have a high 3-pointer. That's going to be base Stephen Curry. You need a 92-3 or a 92 midi. So a lot of y'all probably can't get this, but if you can, this is the one to go with if you can't get Patty Mills. This jumper right here is chicken. It just is. So trust me, put this on. If you can't get Patty Mills, you will be thanking me in the comment section. And the next jumper is one that I used at the beginning of the year. This is a base that has been known to be very fast. Same with the release. And that is going to be base John Stockton right here. You're gonna put on John Stockton, and for release 1, we're actually not gonna do double Oscar Robertson. We are gonna go ahead and put on Colin Sexton. Now Colin Sexton speeds up the release like crazy, so you don't want to put too much. We're gonna go full release speed, but we're gonna go with an 85% Oscar Robertson because Sexton, you mix that in when you want to speed up the jumper. If you're feeling it's a little too slow, then go with a little more Sexton. But I've heard, you know, you're not really supposed to go with more than like 25% Sexton or else it just is hard to time. So I go 85 Oscar, 15 Colin Sexton. This is what I would use if you can't get Curry or you can't get Patty Mills. And if you're a small guard that can't get any of these, then what did you do? Did you make like a 6'2" with like a 79 3? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you cooking, bro? If you're a short guard, you better have a high 3. I guess if you have to, you know, say if you have a lower 3, you could try Kevin Porter Jr. base. This is at an 85 3-pointer. You could also try Brandon Podziemski. This is at an 84 3-pointer. I mean, shit, like how low of a 3-pointer do y'all got on these small guys? I don't know how much more I can help you. Again, if you're still watching this video, you're trying to find a jump shot for you, make sure to sub up because I'm giving y'all the keys. I'm putting y'all on to straight up game right here, bro. Sub up, turn on notice, drop a like. This jumper right here, second best jumper in the entire game because this is behind Patty Mills. But if you're a tall player like a 6'6" or a 6'7", 6'8", you know what I'm saying? You can't get Patty Mills. So you gotta use Tracy McGrady. If back in the day you guys use, you know, base Rudy Gay or base Kyle Kuzma, base Michael Jordan, jump shot 98, any of these jumpers, if they are ringing a bell, then Tracy McGrady, automatic, put this on. That's the jumper for this 2K. For 2K24, it's base Tracy McGrady. If you haven't heard, this jumper right here, I hit crazy shots with. I hit contested. It's just going in. Trust me, it just feels simple. Like it feels so silky. Like it's smooth, bro. It is smooth like crazy. Put this on, you'll never turn back. If you're a 6'6" or a 6, anywhere that any build that can get this, you got to be between 6'5" and 6'10" or under 6'10". So 6'5" to 6'9". Tracy McGrady, Oscar Robertson, Sadiq Bey, full release speed. I go 75% Sadiq Bey. I know most people go with like 50-50 or they even prefer more Oscar. So that's up to y'all. Y'all can mess with it, but just trust me, this mix of Tracy, Oscar, Sadiq, that's the perfect combo. Maybe you got to tweak the blending. I go 75% Bey, 25% Oscar. That's just what I like. Y'all can try it out. I guarantee you will like it because, I mean, I don't think there's any smoother jumper in the game than this one. Now, for this jumper, Tracy McGrady, you need an 87. It says in the bottom right you need an 84, but that's when you add the releases in. If you look at the bottom of your screen right there, because I'm hovering Tracy, it actually says 87. So you need 87 midi or 3-pointer to even unlock base Tracy McGrady. Now, the next one is a lower one. So if you don't have that high of a 3 or midi, this one will work for you. And this is one that I recently started using. If you've been watching my 60.99 LeBron James build streams, no money spent, that video will be coming soon. But if you've been watching the streams, this is the jumper that I've been using because we all know, you know, LeBron doesn't have the highest 3, so we got to settle. But Ben Shepherd, hold on, let me put y'all on, bro. Ben Shepherd, you guys can see in the bottom right, you only need an 80, but I think for Ben Shepherd, let me check real quick, I think it's 84. Oh, wait, no, it's a 79. So for Ben Shepherd, you only need a 79 midi or 3-point. You guys see that in the bottom middle. So this jumper, a lot of y'all can use. Now for the blending of this one, I do go 50-50 Oscar Robertson and Sadiq Bey full release speed. This jumper is fire. Like first few games I was struggling with it, so you might, you know, it might take a little bit to get used to, but once you do, oh my God, this shit is chicken dickens. You guys are not missing another jumper when you put on either Tracy McGrady or Ben Shepherd. These bases are fire. Now this next jumper right here that I'm about to put you onto is Tracy McGrady's cousin. So if you hear all the hype about Tracy McGrady, but you can't get it on your build, then go ahead and put on base Jarrett Culver. This shit has been saving lives. When I tell y'all, it's been saving lives. You can go to my old jump shot videos, check the comments. People always leave comments about this jumper because it looks just like Tracy McGrady. I'll be using it on a build, maybe it's a lockdown, something that doesn't have a high 3-pointer, and people are like, yo, you have Tracy McGrady on that build? Nah, I have Jarrett Culver. It's a little bit slower than T-Mac. It's slower, but it's smooth and it feels just like it. It's just a little bit slower. So you got to hold the shooting button a little bit longer, but we're going to go base Jarrett Culver, and on this one I do go with Sadiq Bey 70%. So just like the T-Mac one, same blending, it's just a little slower, and I use this on my old lockdown. I did make a new lockdown. I might drop a video on that soon, so sub up for that. But yeah, this jumper right here is great if you can't get the other one. The next jumper I want to show y'all is just another alternative for these 6'5" to 6'9" builds, and that is going to be base Torian Prince. This is another one that is just smooth. It's an 81 midi or an 81 3-pointer in order to unlock it. It's probably the fourth one I'd recommend. You know what I'm saying? I'd go T-Mac, Ben Shepherd, probably even Culver over it. But then for the releases, we are going to be changing it up. We're going to go release 2. Where is it? It's going to be Troy Brown Jr. So here it is right here. And then we're going to go with 53% Troy Brown. Now the thing about this is you guys see in the bottom right hand corner, they have the requirements, right? 84 midi, 84 3. Now, if you want to go with more Oscar, that's probably recommended, but some of y'all might not be able to unlock that, you know, because I don't know your 3-pointer or your midi. So if you have a high enough, you could go more Oscar, but if you only have, you know, an 84 midi or 3, then you got to go 53% Troy Brown. And if you have a lower 3, you even got to go with more Troy Brown, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. If I had to pick, if I could, you know what I'm saying, I'd probably go something like 70-30, just like this. Now I want to say, if y'all have gotten a jumper from this video, stick around because I'm about to show you how to green literally every time. I'm going to give you all my secret shooting tips in a second, but real quick, I got some jumpers for y'all big men, and I'm not even saying big because like regular big men are like 6'8", 6'9". Those other jumpers work for those builds, but I'm talking 6'10" and up, and I'm going to go over this pretty quick because I don't even have a build that is 6'10" and up, but I've done my research. I've shot around with these on the blacktop mode, you know what I'm saying? The base that y'all want to use is Eric Pascal if you can get it. Now it's locked because I'm on a 60 overall, you know what I'm saying? I just got to show you the jump shots. I know which ones are good, but you get what I'm saying. Eric Pascal base, put that on. You need 80 midi or 3-point to unlock it. And then for the releases, we want to go ahead and go with Marquise Chris for the first one. And for the second one, we want to go with our boy Timmy D. Tim Duncan. So Pascal for the base, Marquise Chris, Tim Duncan, and then for the blending we go 50-50, and of course we go full speed. Now if you can't get that jumper, the base you want to go with, and I've actually used this one before, it's gonna be Jonathan Isaac. So I don't even know where it is. I'm a little dyslexic. I don't know my alphabet. Here it is, Jonathan Isaac. You guys can see he has pretty good grades. This base is also pretty good. We're gonna go Chris Duncan, same exact blending. And if you can't get that one, because that's a 76 mid-year 3, and I know y'all are tall, so maybe you can't get that, the one that is gonna be for you is O'Shea Brissett, 73 midi, 73 3. This one was really good last year. It's a little ugly, but it's the one that I would recommend. And again, same releases, same exact blending. Okay, so now I'm gonna be revealing to you guys my secret shooting tips. Now, these are the tips that allow me to green any shot in the game. And no, I'm not cheating. I don't have a Zen. I don't have a Titan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those cheaters. How you guys want to practice is you want to go to the Gatorade training facility if you're on next gen. If you guys are on current gen, you can just go to your my court. But for some reason on next gen, we do not have my court. So we have to go to the Gatorade facility and go to this back door over here to rent a court. You guys can also hop on an empty park court or just go to the stage, hop on an empty stage court, because you could shoot around on those as well. Once you guys are up here, you're gonna find a court with your name on it. So you're gonna go ahead and walk in here, walk onto the court, and then press your left bumper to equip the ball, and bang, you can practice your dribbling, practice your shooting, anything like that. The first tip that I have for y'all, if you guys saved my exact controller settings, this is gonna be when you wanna release it. And this goes for pretty much all of my jump shots that I just gave you, Patty Mills, T-Mac, whatever. On this build, I have T-Mac. And so when you wanna release it, is when the ball hits the top of your head. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the corner so that it's a little bit easier to see. When the ball and my arms reach the top, that's when you release. Maybe even a little bit earlier, because if you wait too long, it's gonna miss. When the ball hits the top of my head, I'm gonna freeze it for y'all right there. Bang! It's an automatic green every time. Imprint this into your mind. Wait until the ball hits the top of your head. I'm gonna show y'all one more time. Right, bang, that's where I'm releasing it. Automatic green every single time. And of course, in order to do that, you have to use push, because if not, if you're using, say, you know, the one that's very early, I think, yeah, jump, then you got to release it when you pretty much just jump off the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's like having it on very early. I have it on push, which is the perfect one for releasing at the top of your head. My next tip for y'all is something that is pretty obvious, but it's going to be shooting with confidence, bro. A lot of people don't shoot like every shot's going to go in. Every shot you take, whether it's wide open or whether there's 100% smothered contest, shoot it like it's going in. Shoot it with confidence. Tell yourself, I'm the best, even though, you know, you're probably not. You know what I'm saying? Just tell yourself that. Tell yourself this is going in, and I'm gonna time this good, because some people get scared. You know, they see a defender run at them like, oh my god, I gotta release this quick. They shoot it early. No, it doesn't matter if they jump at you. Time every jumper pretty much the same, unless you're absolutely dead on stamina. Like, hold on, let me get dead on stamina. This might take a minute, you know what I'm saying? We got a limited Gatorade because I won an event, but bang, I'm dead on stamina. My jumper's gonna be mad slow if I shoot it now, and I doubt I hit this because I've been running around for 20 seconds and I have 1 adrenaline. So you gotta hold it way longer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold it longer when you're tired. But other than that, on any jump shot, time it the exact same and shoot with confidence, bro. Some people just are like, I don't know if I'm gonna make, like, no, don't have that mindset. Have the mindset, I'm the greatest. Anything I shoot is going in. And I already know some of y'all are about to jump into the park and be like, I'm the greatest. And just start shooting some crazy shit. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay in body, shoot regular shots, but when you do shoot them with confidence, because in this game, truly, like, anything can really go in. Next up, I want to tell y'all about something that pretty much no one, actually some people know, like the comp players know, and that is going to be the power of Green Machine and the power of positive takeover. If it's the first shot of the game, yeah, sometimes you get lucky, hit a contested shot, but it's very rare. When you have no takeover, and what positive takeover is it's anything in your takeover meter. If you have 10% to takeover, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have sharp take activated, or you know what I'm saying? But you have 10%, maybe you got an assist, or maybe you made a layup, something like that. You know what I'm saying? That actually allows you to shoot better, because when you don't even have takeover, but you have a little bit of your takeover meter filled, like 10%, 20%, 30, your stats are actually increased. And a lot of people don't realize that. So when I'm, 90% to take, even though I didn't pop it yet, my stats are increased. And also, if I green a shot, let's say I green the first shot of the game, and then I green the second shot, my Green Machine is flowing, right? My Green Machine, and that's a badge, by the way. If you're somehow don't know what Green Machine is, you're new to 2K, that's a shooting badge. Green Machine. It's one of the best badges in the game. Once you got Green Machine going, oh my, if you're shooting with confidence and you got Green Machine going and you got positive take, shit, even if you got sharp take, oh my, bro, shoot with confidence. You're not missing. You're not missing. If you time it decently with all those things, green machine flowing, positive takeover, you're shooting with confidence, you're not gonna miss. You're just not. And also, if you mix in play take, if your center or anyone for that matter gets play take and hits you with play take is like shooting with steroids. You guys know what steroids are. You know, it's very popular in baseball. People like to use it. They turn into an animal. You know, that's what play take is. If you shoot off playmaking takeover, oh my God, bro, if I have sharp take and I have made the last 3 shots, so I got green machine, maybe even I got heat check, and my teammate hits me with play take, I'm feeling like God. I mean, I don't want to compare myself to God, but I'm feeling like I got God mode, bro. I'm shooting anything. I'm shooting in people's faces. I'm hitting smothers. That's how powerful it is. And so what you guys should be taking away from this is obviously everything I just said. Shoot with confidence when you have all of those things, when you have, takeover, off play take, green machine flowing. But to start a game, maybe take a little layup like this. That counts for green machine. Y'all see my green window popping up. If your green window pops up, which on a jump shot, you wouldn't see that if you have your jump shot meter off, but I have my layup meter on. This counts for green machine right here. Bang, that's in the green window. That counts for green machine. So now you got your green machine going. Start off your games, if you can, with maybe a midi fade or a midi, because those are a little easier, or maybe a layup like that, or just get an assist because that's going to give you some positive takeover. Bang, your next shot is going to have a higher chance of going in. The next thing that I want to say is that your defender has to get a hand up. If they don't, you're open. A lot of people don't realize this because in past 2Ks, the contest system was pretty broken. And yeah, maybe sometimes in a rare 0.1% chance, they're going to get a ghost contest on you. It happens. It's very rare in this game, though, compared to old games. But your defender has to be in your face with a hand up to get a contest. If they're just standing in front of you, but they're not holding their stick up, they don't have their hands up, shoot over them. Especially if they're a short guard. If you're versus like a 6'2", that's why when I play lockdown, if you guys watched my recent pro-am video, I did get into pro-am, or even I play stage a lot, you might have seen that. If I'm in the corner and I get dotted and the other team's guard is guarding me and he has no defense, if he doesn't have a hand up, even if he does sometimes, I'm smacking that. I'm greening in the corner. So if you have a small guard on you, just be ready to shoot, because if you hit him with a move like bang, you're hitting a step back, shoot over him, because odds are he's not going to be on you. He's probably gonna have to jump or just, I don't know, be playing you mad tight and have a hand up. If he's just standing there, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? In the old games, maybe 2K19 or whatever, if they were near you, they get a contest. Shit, you could have an ankle breaker. They'd be laying on the ground, but the game would register them as a, near you, and they get a contest from literally the ground, which made no sense. But this year, it's not really like that. They gotta get a hand up. And so that's how I hit a lot of crazy shots, because once you factor in everything I just told you, green machine, positive takeover, off play take, they got to get a hand up. So they, maybe if there's a small guard on you, if there's a small guard on me, I'm ready to pull. I'm ready to shoot anything. If I get dotted right here, let's say I wrap up, bang, I got a small guard on me, I'm ready to pull. Unless he somehow just suctions onto me, he's not going to get a contest. If he does, it'll say like open, or it'll say 5% at the most. Just be ready to shoot every shot and shoot with confidence. That is the main thing. Shoot with confidence, because this game, the shooting, I'm not gonna say it's broken, but it's overpowered if you know what you're doing. Hey, real quick, since y'all are the real ones, so we made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna follow some of y'all back on Twitter, Instagram. All y'all gotta do, sign up on Underdog Fantasy and use code SOLO. Just tweet at me or DM me on Instagram. If I see that you use my code on Underdog Fantasy, I got y'all with a follow back ASAP. And if you guys are big fans of the NBA, I mean, you guys are watching a 2K video, but I have made an NBA channel. The playoffs are heating up, so make sure you get in on the NBA talks. I'm dropping videos like every single day talking about the playoff games, dropping my playoff predictions. Link in the description to my new channel. It's called Solo Hoops. Y'all be sure to tap in with that channel. I got dribble tutorials, I got the best dribble moves, I got VC methods, I got all the tips you can imagine on my channel. Just check it out. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to sub up and click the video popping up on your screen right now.